Will the government reopen and the shutdown end? I'm watching them live from DC. I'll have the latest.
The aurora lights are shining bright. Let's see if we can catch the view here in Denton. With graduation around the corner, UNT has a way to add some spark to your grad day look. Only on NTTV.
Casting live from the University of North Texas, this is NTTV Nightly News.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us on NTTV Nightly News. I'm Evanson Franklove.
And I'm Annie Tomlin. Tonight, 21 people are under arrest charged with violent crimes, including shooting, homicides, aggravated sexual assault of a child, as well as drug and weapons violations. Arlington Police and the FBI made the announcement this afternoon. The suspects are members of the Kickdo gang. They range in age from 18 to 23 years old. Multiple law enforcement agencies were part of this operation, and it involved several counties across North Texas. More than 450 police officers were involved in the investigation and arrests. This is a developing story, and NTTV will bring you more information as it becomes available.
There's hope that the 40-plus day government shutdown may be coming to an end.
And the House of Representatives is now back in session. Aaliyah Bordeaux is keeping an eye on things as members of Congress are ready to vote.
Thanks, y'all. House Speaker Mike Johnson gavelled the House of Representatives into session a couple of hours ago, in the first session since September. The first order of business swearing in Democratic Congressman Aldilta Garvala. She was elected back in September, but Johnson refused to let her take seat until today. We're watching the session now. The House is about to vote on the bill that will determine whether or not the government shutdown will continue. We'll have more later in the show. I'm reporting to you live, Aaliyah Bordeaux, NTTV News.
Thanks, Aaliyah. Annie, are you excited about Thanksgiving?
Absolutely. There's no place like home for the holidays, Evanson. Let's send it over to our weather anchor, Leah Correas, with our first look. Leah?
Let's take a look at our weather outside. It is 66 degrees with a light wind of 5 miles per hour. Tonight, temperatures are going to go down to a low of 57 degrees with practically no wind at all, a speed of 3 miles per hour. And tomorrow, we'll have a high of 80 degrees, and it will feel 80 degrees, and we'll have sunny skies. So sunny skies today, tonight, and tomorrow. Stay tuned to find out how those clear skies will impact the solar storm coming to North Texas. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Leah. Food insecurity continues to be a chronic issue in the United States.
It's an unfortunate situation, Annie. Our live reporter, Mavish Shah, has some details about what food banks are seeing. Mavish? Thanks, Mavish. The impacts of the government shutdown isn't the only thing causing food prices to go up, and to put a real strain on your wallet, government tariffs have caused even food and items from local farmers markets to go up. NTTV's Nick Skolsa says the Denton market is feeling the pinch.
Tariffs have been hitting the U.S., with 10% tariffs on all goods and 30% tariffs on all Chinese goods, greatly impacting our farming industry. To learn more about how this is impacting local businesses, I spoke to some business owners at the Denton Farmers Market.
The cost, our fruits, our vegetables, all these things, they go up, you know. It costs more to get the goods to make the product. And then, of course, we have to pay our people a lot more. We've seen everything kind of go up. Yeah.
These high prices are mostly due to domestic agriculture still relying on imported fertilizers, farm equipment, and parts.
Something's got to change. Like, either we're going to have to get things that are made here in the U.S., which is a little bit harder to find, you know. You go to any business that's here in the U.S., they have to get things outside the U.S., China, Japan, you know, all these other places that we can get them a little bit cheaper.
As prices rise, customers are cutting back.
If, you know, their own pocketbooks are, you know, under duress and they're not coming out. So we are seeing less foot traffic.
And with fewer customers, local businesses are struggling to stay afloat.
Do whatever you can to help small businesses and you know, the little guy, because we're definitely drowning.
From NTTV News, I'm Nick Stocklosa.
We apologize for the technical difficulties.
Our live reporter Mavish Shah has some details about what food banks are seeing. Mavish?
The government might reopen, but food insecurity remains a big issue as food banks across the nation are running out of food. The CEO of the Feeding America Food Bank says his organization has a little less than 4 weeks worth of inventory. The 8 to 12 tractor loads worth of donations per day are not enough to support the demand for the food bank. They typically feed about 120,000 people, but are currently facing a demand for 170,000 people per week and are monitoring the situation to see if they can keep up. For NTTV News, this is Mavish Shah. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Mavish. Meanwhile, Target is lowering prices to help family budgets as we head into the holiday season. Starting this month, the prices on 3,000 items will be reduced. These items include bone-in ham, apples, cold medicine, and more. Target also announced the return of its Thanksgiving meal deal. The superstore has said the holiday dinner will cost less than $5 per person. The price reduction will last through December. Target also made a $500,000 donation to the organization Feeding America.
Coming up, we'll talk about how long it will take to recover after the government makes a decision.
And do you want to wear a cough drop for the winter? Find out what that means soon.
Has this ever happened to you?
My bike! My bike is gone!
Stolen bikes are an epidemic sweeping college campuses across America.
What am I supposed to do?
It's quite simple. The We Mean Green Fund has partnered with the UNT Police Department to offer free bike locks to any UNT student with a bike. Just show up with your bike in tow and ask.
Now I'll never lose my bike ever again.
Enough worrying. Get your bike lock today.
Craving something fresh, flavorful, and made just for you? Look no further than Avesta, your go-to destination for a delicious, full-service dining experience. Dive into our customizable omelets, expertly crafted by our talented cook Jonathan, who guarantees every bite is perfection. All our dishes are handmade, prepared with only the freshest ingredients. Explore our assembly line where you can choose from any of our globally inspired dishes, or customize your plate. It's that easy. And let's not forget dessert. Indulge your sweet tooth with treats from Clark Bakery. With convenient payment methods including card or flex, it's the perfect dining spot for any occasion. Quench your thirst with our wide selection of drinks. Just hand your drinking card to our friendly waiter, and they'll bring your beverage of choice right to your table. When you're done savoring every last bite, our attentive staff will whisk away your tray. Enjoy the peaceful ambiance as you dine in, or use our takeout option for a meal on the go. Avesta.
Federal shutdown in U.S. history could be over as soon as today. House lawmakers are currently in Washington for floor votes, but the question is, how quickly could things return to normal? CNN's Amy Kiley has more.
Government reopens. How long will it take for things to get back to normal? Many are asking that question now that the shutdown appears close to ending. Today, the House is set to vote on a stopgap funding bill that's already through the Senate. The president is signaling he'd sign it. If that happens, officials say SNAP benefits could resume promptly.
It appears that we're on a glide path up in Washington where the SNAP benefits will be fully honored, hopefully by the end of this week.
That's likely a relief for the more than 40 million Americans who rely on SNAP for food.
I'm trying to do my best to shield my daughter from how concerned I am, but at the same time, she is seeing the difference in our cupboards. She's seeing the difference in her meals.
The timeline for air travel returning to normal is less certain. The FAA is still forcing flight cancellations due to air traffic controller shortages. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy says they'd get 70% of their back pay within 48 hours of the government reopening. But
I'm concerned that we're not going to have on day one controllers come back into the towers right away.
Duffy says he'll rely on data to decide when the FAA can lift shutdown-related flight restrictions.
We're trying to manage risk in the system to make sure people fly and fly safely.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
What you're looking at behind us is a dazzling sight in parts of Texas last night, and there's a chance to see it all over again tonight. It's called the aurora borealis, but you probably know it as the northern lights, and it's rarely seen this far south.
It's caused by solar storms, and this one is so large that we may get another show tonight. Last night, there were reports as far south as the Texas Hill Country, and tonight's forecast says we could see things as early as 8 o'clock. Let's check in with Leah Correas on some tips if you want a chance at seeing the show. Leah?
Good news. It's going to be a crystal clear evening all across Texas. It will be a little chilly. Temperatures are going to be falling below 60 by 8 o'clock. It might be a good idea to take a sweater or a light jacket, but the forecast calls for a light wind from the east. The other good news is that we're in the final phase of the current moon, so that should help make for a darker sky. Pretty good conditions overall for the skies tonight. Marguerite Calkins is live outside Doc Coos Stadium with some tips for watching the show.
Thanks, Leah. It's rare to see northern lights here in Texas, but you might get a chance to tonight. Experts say to get away from city lights and head north of Denton or South Hillsborough for the best view. You should also bring your phone to take pictures, since cameras often pick up the colors better than your eyes. Some people may start seeing the lights as early as 8 p.m., but it's no guarantee. If you want to give it a try, find a dark spot, look to the north, and enjoy the view. If the northern lights decide to not show up tonight, at least we could still enjoy that chilly fall weather. Leah, is that weather here to stay?
Hate to break it to you, Marguerite, but this upcoming week is going to be warmer to expected. But first, let's take a look at that local map. If we look all around North Texas, it's basically temperatures in high 60s, except for lower parts here of North Texas, Stephenville 71, Fort Worth 70, and Dallas 71. Similar temperatures can be seen in our state map, with temperatures in mid 60s once again, like Denton, Oklahoma City, Amarillo at 65, and then the highest temperatures being in Houston and Austin, 75. Let's look at that upcoming warm weather I was talking about. So tomorrow, our high is going to be 80 degrees with a low of 61. Friday, all throughout Sunday, Monday, basically temperatures in the low 80s to mid 80s until Wednesday when temperatures drop 75 degrees. There is a small chance of thunderstorms bringing that temperature down. I personally like rainy weather, especially in the fall season, so fingers crossed that happens, and fingers crossed it never reaches 90 degrees ever again. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Leah. As the weather is steady changing, we have to make sure to take care of ourselves from getting sick. You can now wear scarves that keep your throat pain-free while still staying warm through the cold season. The Swiss brand Ricola dropped their newest line of cough drop scarves. They're infused with essential oils' signature scents, lemon balm mint and peppermint. It even has a pocket to keep your cough drops right there with you. Ricola says the scarves will be up for sale starting Wednesday, but will be a limited supply, so make sure you get your Smell Good cough drop scarf while you can.
Well, if you don't like the smell of a cough drop, how about a cup of coffee? Tomorrow is Starbucks' annual Red Cup Day. If you order from a list of handcrafted holiday beverages, you get a free limited edition 16-ounce reusable red cup. This year's cup design is inspired by the little moment of magic that you feel when you step into a Starbucks from the cold outside. Starbucks says it's made with 95% recycled materials. So drink up and stay warm.
Thanks, Annie. With the holiday seasons coming up, people are on the search for the perfect gift for their loved ones, especially parents. Lucky for us, the National Toy Hall of Fame has inducted 3 new products into their ranks. Battleship, Slime, and Trivial Pursuit will now be on view at the Strong National Museum of Play. The winners emerged from a list of 12 finalists. beating out hit products such as Star Wars lightsabers, Connect 4, and Furbies. So when out shopping, maybe keep an eye open for winners in the toy aisle for your loved ones this season.
Evanson, what's your favorite way to de-stress before finals week?
I like to relax, kick my feet up, watch some TV.
Well, how would you feel about joining me to make some holiday garlands?
You mean like the city garland?
Like the ones that you hang up, the decoration. I know that our reporter, Beth Spicer, can tell us how to make our own. Beth?
Thanks, guys. I had the chance to check out an event where you can make a fall garland to wrap up this fall season. A fall garland making event held by the University Program Council, or UPC, welcomed our students to show their creative side on Monday. Students made garland with pumpkins, pears, and stars made from felt provided by the UPC. A calming atmosphere also was provided to help students de-stress from the load of college, especially with the pressure of final season quickly approaching.
It's so fun, even to come here and do it alone. It is just an excellent stress reliever, and you get to do something hands-on, which sometimes living in dorms or being on campus, it's hard to for crafty people to stay crafty, especially with studies and limited space, not being able to bring all your stuff. So having events like this is just amazing because you can do all that, be social, and you can leave with something really cute. So it's really fun.
If you're looking to get in on some crafty fun, UPC's upcoming art event is next Thursday, making some pixel art. Now back to y'all at the desk.
Thanks, Beth. Up next, we'll take a look at the status of the government shutdown.
And how grads can make their outfit fit them.
What's up? Nothing much. I'm really bored. I feel like there's nothing to do.
Are you kidding? The MRTS picture show is happening.
The MRTS what?
Come with me.
Okay.
It's a series of free film screenings right here on campus. And there's free popcorn.
Nice. Thank you.
All right, look up here. 1, 2, 3.
Mom, Dad, I got it. You're right, Mom. I have.
Looking to open a free checking or savings account but don't know where to start? Check out DATQ Credit Union right here on campus. Get your Mean Green debit card instantly or apply for a DATQ Visa credit card today. Your school, your card. Plus, make deposits at their 24/7 ATM, checks or cash whenever you need it. Make sure to sign up for DATQ's online banking platform and mobile app for easy access anytime, anywhere. Visit them at www.datq.org to learn more. DATQ, the official financial institution of UNT Athletics.
Are you looking for a fun club with travel opportunities? Dive into the UNT Swim Club. Practicing Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays from 7 to 9 p.m. at the Pole Recreation Center. We accept members at any skill level. For more information, reach out to us at unt.swimclub on Instagram.
I wonder what's on the radio today. I don't know about this. This is not it.
Everything alternative, commercial free. 88.1 Indie.
Here at KNTU, we have two traditional stations, 88.1 Indie and KNTU Jazz. We've also recently launched an internet radio station called Mean Green Hits. If you want to hear more, you can check us out at MediaNorthTexas.com.
That was pretty good.
The UNT fall commencement is right around the corner, but gowns can be expensive. Our reporter Micah Talley gives us a look at another option.
Graduation season is a time for celebration, but for many seniors, the excitement comes with a hefty price tag. I spoke with upcoming senior to learn more.
I definitely felt a lot of pressure to go out and purchase things like class rings or do graduation cards and celebrations and things like that. But my family is a single parent household, so oftentimes we don't have the money for stuff. It just so happens that we were blessed this year to even pay for my graduation photos, but I do feel more pressure to do big celebrations here, like a grad party and things like that. But unfortunately, it's just not in the cards and in the cost for me.
But support is available on campus. Isabel Bishop provides gowns for grads, providing caps and gowns for undergrad and master students.
We have hundreds more gowns to give out, so we are accepting any undergraduate student that is looking for a gown. It doesn't have to be financially based if they just want to save some money in general, or if they're interested in not purchasing a gown for environmental reasons.
There are also multiple options for people who are interested in donating their cap and gown.
We accept donations here at the Diamond Eagle Student Resource Center. People can also drop them off at the Dean of Students office and at the Gateway Center.
For more information, you can visit studentaffairs.unt.edu. With NTTV, I'm Micah Talley.
Evanson, speaking of graduation, are you wanting to decorate your graduation cap next semester?
I have some design ideas, Annie. Listen, you get the cap, right? Then you get these pictures, you cut them out, you put them.
I love to hear this, but let me stop you right there. I know our live shot reporter, Lucy Ritchie, just has a place that might help you along the way. Lucy, what do you got for us?
Good evening, guys. Graduation is around the corner for our Mean Green seniors, and UNT has found a way for them to add a little spark to their graduation caps. Here at Willis Library, the Spark Desk is offering a graduation cap decorating event. I'm here with Spark maker Sophie to tell us how we can make graduation a little bit more our own. Sophie, what can we expect tonight?
Yeah, so this month the Spark is doing a bunch of different workshops, so you'll definitely want to check them out before you graduate, because using all of our machines is completely free for students. And so tonight I'll be teaching a Cricut workshop, teaching patrons how to use the Cricut software, and it can be a really useful machine when making your own graduation cap designs.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Thank you so much, Sophie. Well, you guys heard it. The Spark Desk is going to be all about grads until 8 p.m. tonight, and then again on November 26th. With reporting from Willis Library, I'm Lucy Ritchie with NTTV News. Back to you guys in studio.
The House has not made a decision. The government is still shut down, and tomorrow they will enter their 44th day of closure, keeping it the longest government shutdown in history. Aaliyah Bordeaux is still watching live. Aaliyah, what's going on?
Crushing the record of the last shutdown. This is a live look of the House of Representatives. The season began a few hours ago, and members are still debating whether or not to open the government. We expect the House to begin voting any minute now on the compromise passed by the Senate over the weekend. On Sunday night, a group of Democrats said they negotiated an agreement with the Republicans. That is the bill now pending before the House. Once passed, the bill goes to the White House for the president's signature. If the bill passes, furloughed workers at the government agencies will return to work, and essential workers like air traffic controllers and TSA inspectors will get back pay. We think the vote will happen tonight. I'm Aaliyah Bordeaux reporting to you live.
Thanks, Aaliyah. Annie, are you excited that hockey season is in full swing?
Yes, you know I love hockey so much, Evanson.
Well, our sports anchor Gabby Pippins is here in the studio to give us some updates about Texas hockey and more. Gabby?
That's right, guys. The Stars had a close game that had me watching until really late last night. I'll have a recap on the game, how the Mavs are doing, and an inside look at our very own Mean Green women's basketball team. Stay with us.
I wonder what's on the radio today. I don't know about this. This is not it.
Everything alternative, commercial free. 88.1 Indy.
Here at KNTU, we have two traditional stations, 88.1 Indy and KNTU Jazz. We've also recently launched an internet radio station called Mean Green Hits. If you want to hear more, you can check us out at medianorthtexas.com.
That was pretty good.
The Dallas Mavericks are at a 3-8 record and just had their most recent loss against Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks. Things weren't looking promising with Anthony Davis and Derek Lively out, but Dallas surprisingly led at halftime 57-53. However, Kyle Kuzma scored a season high of 26 points off the bench, and Giannis scored 15 of his 30 points in the fourth quarter for a close Mavs loss, 116-114. Cooper Flagg led Dallas with 26 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Klay Thompson, on the other hand, was only 2 of 7 shooting and had just 6 points. With former general manager Nico Harrison out of the picture, the Mavericks look to bounce back tonight at 7:30 p.m. when they face Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. And the Dallas Stars are still skating along this season with a 10-4-3 record. They faced a difficult matchup last night against the Ottawa Senators that came down to the wire. The first period started with 2 quick Senators goals, one from Jake Batherson and another from Nick Jensen. The Stars' Mikko Rantanen responded with a snapshot goal late in the second period, and Jason Robertson added another in the third period. Regulation ended tied at 2, and it all came down to overtime, where Rupe Hintz got his 6th career overtime goal for a Stars win 3-2. Their next game is tomorrow night against the Montreal Canadiens at 6 p.m. And finally, the Mean Green men's and women's basketball teams are having great starts to their seasons. The men are 3-0 and the women are 2-0, including their insane 106-36 season opener explosion against Oklahoma Christian. Now, guys, that's a 70-point win. NTTV sports reporter Nick Volpetti got an inside look at the team during and after that insane game. Take a look.
UNT women's basketball opened up their season last Monday with a dominant 106-36 victory over Oklahoma Christian. The Mean Green shot nearly 60% from the field and went 12 for 22 from behind the arc. TK Hammond led the way for North Texas with 22 points and went 6 for 7 from three-point range. Megan Nestor was second on the team with 17 points and had a double-double in her first game at UNT.
I felt the team chemistry coming together. I still was able to share the ball with my teammates, and they were able to find me too, so it was really fun.
Third-year head coach Jason Burton had to spend a lot of time on the recruitment trail this offseason. All but 3 players from last year's team either graduated or transferred. Hammond and Nestor are just 2 of the 11 newcomers that Coach Burton recruited to Denton. Many of his selections made an immediate impact in the home opener, as 6 of those 11 new players put up over 10 points in their first game wearing the green.
We're not selfish, and we share the ball, and we celebrate each other, so it's a really good feeling to have multiple people in double digits.
While UNT's 106-point outburst was just the second time the Mean Green have hit that mark in his tenure, Coach Burton was just as impressed by his team's effort on defense. After allowing 13 points in the first quarter, UNT held Oklahoma Christian to under 10 points in each of the last 3 quarters.
That's what we want to do. We want to be a team that doesn't just rely on our ability to score the ball, but we want to show that we can play defense and get stops. And that everything changed when we started pressuring the ball and then really started focusing on blocking out.
UNT women's basketball will look for another collective team effort when they return to action tomorrow night against Nelson University at the Super Pit. For North Texas Television, I'm Nick Valpetti.
Like Nick said, their next game is tomorrow night at 6 p.m. against Nelson, so be sure to show up and cheer our Mean Green on. That's all I've got for sports. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Gabby. Thanks for watching NTTV Nightly News.
Join us again tomorrow at noon and tomorrow evening at 6 here on North Texas Television.